Hello everyone, tonight we're going to make our Instapot Cajun shrimp boil. We're going to show you everything you need to get it going. It's super easy, it cooks super fast. It's great if you're a full-time RVer, if you're just having a get-together, great for football, whatever. It's quick and easy and it always tastes delicious. We use onion, corn. You can get fresh corn or frozen corn. The fresh corn is always much better. Any kind of andouille Cajun style sausage. Tonight we've got Hillshire Farm. Whatever kind of shrimp you want. We prefer the already peeled, but these ones do still have the tail on them. You can use whatever kind of broth you want. We usually use chicken. It just gives the potatoes and everything a little more flavor. But the most important ingredients are these two things right here. The Zatarain's shrimp and crab oil in the regular Old Bay seasoning. And then we always just use whatever kind of bread we have on hand, and we'll just butter that up and put a little Old Bay on that and put it in the oven, and it's great for dipping in the juices when everything is done.
Action.
Alright, so real quick, we've already cut the corn in half. It was just a quick, easy break. You don't have to cut the potatoes, and you can also use any kind of potatoes. We usually use the little red ones, but these are the ones we have on hand today. But we just like to cut them in half because it lets all the flavor get in them so much better. And there's really not that much prep. We keep the andouille sausage frozen, and it cuts up nice and firm usually. And it cooks so fast because that particular sausage is already pre-cooked. I've got the onion here, but we do already have an onion left over from yesterday, so that's going to be quick and easy. I'm just going to use our already cut up onion. Oops, run away. So we'll just finish this real quick. I would normally rinse off the potatoes, but anyone that lives in a camper full-time knows how tight the kitchen is. So for us to do this video tonight, I had to use both of my sink covers, so we're just going to skip that step. So usually the first thing I put in the Instapot is the corn, because the corn is really what takes the longest to cook. So I like having it down there close to the steam. And there's a fill line on your Instapot. This does take it a little bit over the fill line, so it does take a little bit longer to get up to temperature, but it will be just fine. So we're going to put our corn in here just like that. And it's just the two of us tonight, so what we normally do is we'll eat what we can. We'll overstuff ourselves, and then we normally take stuff around to the campground and try to let a lot of other people try it, whoever we can find. It's kind of chilly here in Key Largo tonight, so it's hard to say if we'll find many people out tonight or not. So then I just throw the potatoes in, and then go ahead and put a little Old Bay on those. Otherwise, if you wait till you get everything in, then it's just getting on the meat. So we got a little Old Bay on there. Then we're going to cut up the meat real quick. Like I said, it's easy. And you can just cut it in whatever sizes you want. And this has just been sitting out for about 20 minutes or so it doesn't take long at all for it to get to where you can cut right through it. And again, you can make them as big or small as you want. I think that will work for us. I'm going to throw this in here. And then we got our shrimpies we're just going to throw right on top. As you can see, the Instapot is getting pretty full. I think he thought I was going to forget the onion, but I never forget onion. And the onion, we just put in big pieces. It just makes the flavor wonderful. Sorry if the light is in the way. All right, we got our onion in there. We're just gonna pour our broth down there. I like putting the broth in after everything's in because, again, I love getting all those flavors in there. And it probably needs about a half of a container. This is 32 ounces, so about 16 ounces, so about 2 cups. The Zatarain shrimp boil, a little bit goes a long way. So you just do that based on your spiciness. We like it pretty spicy, and we've got it pretty full in here. So I'm probably gonna do 2 good catfuls. We're gonna put a little more Old Bay on here. And then we have real butter. We almost always use real salted butter. I already melted half a stick in the cup, and we're just gonna pour that right over it because everything's better with butter. And then we just gotta get our lid. And then if you come over here, of course, you always make sure you're on sealing. And this is so easy. You just put your timer on 0. That seems silly, but it's shrimp and it cooks really fast. And by the time the timer starts, everything is perfectly cooked. So we're just gonna hit start and it'll be ready in about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so while we're waiting on the Instapot, we're still waiting for it to build steam. I went ahead and cut 2 of those big Kaiser rolls, put butter on them, and then we're just going to take a little bit of garlic salt. And again, you can season things however you want. Okay, maybe a little bit too much garlic salt. And we do have the oven preheating. And then we love a little bit of Old Bay sprinkled on. But you can, and you know, if you want to make this an easy meal without, you know, with just using your Instapot, just regular bread and butter works perfect as well. Just something to dip in those juices. You'll see what we're talking about here shortly. And now we're just going to wait for the oven to preheat and the Instapot to build steam. All right, it finally is up to pressure and started timing, but since we put it on 0, there was no time to worry about. So this will be a quick release, so we will just come turn our fan on. We'll release. And then we'll be ready to open it up. The bread's in the oven. Just staying warm, the oven's off. It's just waiting for everything else.
Action.
Alright, it's almost finished releasing, so we'll go ahead and get our bread out. It smells garlicky and delicious. We'll put it right here on our little towel trivet. I went ahead and shut the Instapot off, and it should just be a few more moments. We've got our spoon that came with the Instapot. And we've got our awesome shrimp boil tray that we bought. We bought a couple of them. It's great for when you're outside because you can fit them right around your legs. Holds a drink. You can hold paper towels, a trash bag, everything right there.
Action.
All right. It took a little while to reduce all that steam. and it looks delicious. We went ahead and lined our tray, and it's so easy. You just throw it out onto your tray, or usually we'll have the metal from Dollar Tree, the disposable pans, like the lasagna size. And as you can see, so far everything is cooked perfectly. Once we get the corn out, we can go to that little spoon. And we'd move the Instapot over from the counter to the stove, so that way when the steam released, we could turn the fan on so it wasn't putting steam up on our cabinets. Alright, one more piece of corn. Put my tongs down. We will get our spoon and did you get a close-up of it all? Mm-hmm. If you could smell it, it would be amazing. It makes your mouth water. It smells so good. And again, probably from start to finish, this only took us about 45 minutes at the most. And you can, if you wanted to use shrimp or crab, you can. But I've learned you can't fit much crab in here at one time. So you see all the juices we were talking about. We'll just put some of those in a bowl and have those on the side, and that's perfect for dipping that crusty bread in. And that's all there is to it. You just put it all in the Instapot. It's pretty easy. You just let it go while you're doing whatever else you want. And it's, again, a great for camper, house, guests, football, any time of year. Mardi Gras is coming up. It would be perfect for a Mardi Gras party. Thanks for taking time to watch our video. And please subscribe on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter now at RV Traveling Treasures. Thank you.